Welcome to Growing Mountains. I will be your main instructor. I've taught geology classes and camps for the last 4 years, but I'm actually a physicist. I have a master's degree in physics from the University of Alaska Fairbanks, but I'm married to a geologist who will answer Stump the Chumps questions and other questions I might not feel qualified to answer. Any questions about the class, though, should come through me, but if you have career questions or want to ask a really advanced geology question, feel free to direct those questions at my husband, Tyler. Here are our emails. Here are our emails. Tyler is also teaching the younger kids geology class, Rocks Rock Sand Edition. So I'm sure you're excited to know what this class will be all about. We've got 4 hands-on activities that we'll be doing over the next 4 weeks to try to understand a bit about how the structure and chemical composition of crystals inside granitic rocks form. And let's take a look at what comes in your lab kit so we can start discussing this. Let me take you through what comes in the Growing Mountains lab kit. So first of all, there's going to be a supply list, and that supply list is going to be better than this video at telling you what's supposed to be there, but this is just so that you guys can see. In the first week, we'll be setting up some Epsom salt crystals, and this is Epsom salt, some string, and a popsicle stick, and basically everything that you need for doing that experiment all in one jar. There will be a rock collection. Now I'm not going to open up this rock collection since it's all packaged and ready to ship and all the rocks are right now covered in bubble wrap, but you can check out what's in the rock collection right here. So the kit comes with a rock collection. Some of these rocks were sent to us by friends, other ones we purchased through the internet. The course Growing Mountains is focusing mostly on the chemistry of granite, and of course that means we have to include granite. There are 2 types of granite that come in the kit, a red granite and a white granite. The red granite has a different type of feldspar in it, which gives it its different color. The little dark flecks you can see in a piece of granite are a mineral called mica. Mica comes in thin sheets, and here we actually have some mica glued to a card where the kids can actually see it. Up close and personal. It's a very flaky, very thin mineral. It's really cool looking. Granite also includes feldspar minerals. This is a chunk of feldspar. The final mineral that makes up granite is quartz. So we of course have a quartz crystal, but we're also going to be talking about how fast crystals cool. A large crystal like this cooled very slowly, where a piece of glass, which is made out of the same stuff that quartz is made out of, cools very, very quickly. So the crystalline structure is very different. We'll be talking about volcanic glass as well. So we've got a piece of obsidian in here. Obsidian is glass that comes out of a volcano. We have rhyolite, which is granite that cools quickly. We have a schist. We have some jasper and scoria. A magnifying glass for checking out your rocks. Then there are 2 other experiments. We'll be building a bunch of the crystal structures of these rocks out of mini marshmallows and toothpicks. And finally, we will be looking at one particular part of the rock cycle using chocolate chips and little baking cups. So this is all the stuff that comes in the Growing Mountains rock kit. But before we dive into the lab kit, let's go over some ground rules. I basically have 3 rules for the class. The first is follow safety instructions if there are any. There aren't going to be many safety instructions given in this class because our experiments are super safe, but if there are any, please listen to them. My second ground rule is no bullying or harassment or trolling. There is an online component of this class where you will be able to interact with other students in the class through both Zoom calls and Google Classrooms. Now, I've never had a problem with bullying, but just in case there ever is, I feel like I have to say this in this first little introduction video. My third rule is to have fun and ask questions. This is considered a recreational class, so you do not have to do any activity in this class that you don't want to. That said, to get the most out of this class, I strongly recommend getting involved in both the forum questions and taking quizzes that are offered through Google Classroom, as well as doing all of the hands-on activities. It's all there for a reason to try to help you learn more of what makes Granite awesome.